Hello everyone, my name is Daniel Nyirenda and I welcome you to our YouTube channel where we share content that can build, grow and expand your business, your career, but also your organization. And today we're going to be looking at some of the important methods and tools that you can use for project or program monitoring. And so let's get straight into it. Number one method is through reports. This could be progress reports, like for example weekly reports, monthly reports, quarterly reports, or even semi-annual reports. When you look at the content of the reports, that can tell you in terms of how things are happening, whether there's progress or change on the ground or not. And so you can also agree with me, like for instance here in Malawi, it's not all the time that the donors they will come to check the progress of interventions. Sometimes they might just call for a report, like an annual report. When they look at the contents of those reports, then they know what is happening, and then they can be able to see whether things are going according to plan or not. And so coming to the second method of doing project or program monitoring, you can be able to do field visits or transit walks. So this is whereby you go actually into the field and then you walk around, and so physically you can be able to see things visually and be in a position to confirm the presence of things. And so sometimes you might have a project whereby you have implemented whereby you have drilled a certain borehole, right? And then people have reported to you, like for example there is a borehole through project reports. You might want to go there in the field and then check on the borehole. Is it really there, or maybe they just took a picture from elsewhere? And so you might also want to check in terms of the functionality of the borehole. Is it strong enough? Did they use the right materials and stuff like that? And during the field visits, there are several tools that you can be able also to use collecting data. So for instance, you can use the household questionnaire, you can use focus group discussions, you can also use the key format interviews. And so coming to the other method of a project or program monitoring, you can use pictures or videos. So you might simply want to direct somebody to take a video of what is happening on the ground. And as you look at the content of that video, then you can see that indeed there's change that is happening. Sometimes you might want to just take pictures, right? So before and after of a certain place, and that can tell you whether progress is happening or not. Like I remember this family, they wanted to turn a certain bare land to become so vegetative, and so they took a picture before and after, and the after picture looked so beautiful, and they got so many honors and recognition all around the world, all because of the work that they had done in that particular area. And all of us were able to know about all of this change because of the pictures that they had taken. So you can be able to use pictures or videos to be able to do a project or program monitoring. And finally, the other method that you can also be able to use is phone calls or video calls. So you can want to be on a video call with somebody so that they can tell you in terms of what kind of progresses they are happening on the ground. Sometimes you might want to call somebody to know what is happening. For instance, you might have a certain activity whereby the project is giving out certain handouts to beneficiaries. Yeah, and so after maybe they were given handouts, all the names of the people and the phone numbers were located on a certain data form for the people who received those handouts. Maybe it might be bicycles, or maybe it might be seedlings, or maybe cassava cuttings. So at a certain point in time, as the M&D officer, you might want to just sample 2 or 3 or 4 more people randomly there, and then call them just to ask whether indeed they received those things or not. So that could be one of the ways that you can be able to do a project or program monitoring. So that is it about our today's video, guys. Make sure that you subscribe for more, leave comments, like our video, but also be sure to share to other people. See you next time.